All right, well, welcome back to another Keep Moving with Emily. I'm Emily, your adaptive fitness trainer helping you keep moving, and I'm so glad that you're here. All of my classes can be done either seated or standing, depending on how you are feeling. I live with MS myself, so I know every day is different when it comes to MS. So on those days you're feeling stronger, give the exercises a try standing. If that doesn't work for you, you can stay seated. Today's workout is a nice full body workout. We'll be getting in a little bit of everything. Cardio, strength, hand-eye coordination, core. We'll be doing kind of like longer intervals with nice rest in between. The equipment that you need, a tennis ball, TheraBand, hand weights. If you don't have any of those things, body weight is okay. All right, so our warm-up is up on this screen. This is just a great way for us to get our bodies moving. We'll also do a body scan, which is also up on the screen. This is a helpful way to kind of check in with how we're feeling. So find yourself to a comfortable spot, whether you are seated or standing. I just want you to take a big breath in and kind of gather your mind and be present today for this next hour or so. Kind of check in from our head to our toes, check in with your mood. How are you coming to class? Are we feeling overwhelmed? Are we feeling anxious, stressed? Maybe we're feeling joyful, relieved that it's the end of the week. Good. Check in with your cognition. How are we feeling mentally? Luckily, all of my workouts are written up on the screen so you can follow along. Check in with your fatigue. How are we feeling today? How did we wake up today? Interestingly enough, exercise can actually help fatigue. So hopefully by the end of the workout, you'll feel a little bit more energized. Your mood might be boosted a little bit. As we head down to our shoulders, all the way down to our feet, just check in with any pain, spasticity, tightness in your legs. Hopefully this warm-up will help loosen up some muscles. But if we're having balance issues today or leg weakness today, give yourself permission to do this seated. Good. Last, set that intention. Why are you here today? For me, it's to move my body, to interact with community that is so close to my heart, and yeah, feel empowered. All right, let's take a big breath in, reach those arms up overhead, and exhale it out. Nice. All right, we're gonna look from right to left, starting off with a nice warm up with that neck, just looking over the shoulder. Nice big breath in and out as we look right to left. We're gonna warm up from our head to our toes today. Good. Nice, slow and controlled. If we're feeling any pain, just don't go beyond that point. Nice. We'll look up to the sky, bring your chin to your chest. Unless you get that weird electric zing, then just look back to the front of the screen. Good. Perfect. Nice, stretching that neck. Last one here. Nice. All right. Open up those arms nice and big. Tap the foot to the side if that works for you. If you're doing this standing, you can do a side step or just stay standing. Opening up the arms nice and big, getting a nice stretch in our chest. Perfect. If we're seated, I want you to check in with your posture. Sitting up nice and tall, core is engaged. Perfect. We're gonna go for 3, 2, and 1. Keep those arms out, tiny circles forward. You can add in a knee march if you would like. Filling those shoulders, core is engaged. Reverse the direction. Every once in a while, I'll throw in like a little bit something different that's not written up on the screen. So we're gonna do little palms to the sky, palms to the ground, nice little rotation in those shoulders. And then we're gonna come forward. Good. The purpose of these workouts is to kind of get our blood pumping, warm up all of our muscles, connect our brain to our body. So this is just kind of a nice way to warm up the brain. Good. I'll add in a challenge now. Keep those arms to the side. One arm's up, one arm's down, and switch. Nice little alternating palms to the sky, palms to the ground, challenging for the brain. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Shake out those arms. Moving into that spinal twist, reaching across the body. It can be big movements. It can be smaller movements, depending on how we're feeling today. Obviously, our bodies aren't yet fully warmed up, so our range of motion might be a little bit more limited, but hopefully you'll see that improve throughout our workout. Good. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna move on to reach overs, even though they're the last one on my screen. Just makes sense, you know? Reaching up and over. I'm placing my forearm on my thigh and reaching up and over. If we're standing, you can always have your hand on your hip. Nice stretch in those lats, in those obliques. Good. Making sure we're taking in nice big deep breaths. Good. 3, 2, Last one on each side, and 1. Perfect. All right, we're gonna warm up our lower body, so go ahead and take a seat if balance is an issue. We're gonna pull that knee up towards our chest, rotate in the ankle, point and flex the toe, kind of getting some nice ankle mobility and hips. Switch sides. We're not holding for too long. We're still in this dynamic stretching warm-up portion, so we don't want to hold for too long. Good. We'll do about 3 or 4 on each side. Nice. Good, good, good. Feeling good. Excited to move with you all today. All right, we're going to move into hamstring scoops. So extend one foot out in front, heels in the ground, toes pointed up, nice and long. Reach down towards that toe, big scoop with those arms. So I'm getting a nice stretch in the back of my leg as I reach towards the toes, and then open up my chest as I reach arms up towards the sky. Big scoop, big circle. We'll do about 3 or 4 to 5 on one side. Good, and then you're gonna switch sides. Extend the other foot out, heels in the ground, toes pointed up. Reach and scoop. Good. You got it. I love this one. It's kind of like a full body warm up. Nice lower body hinge and open up the chest. This will also wake you up too. Last one here. Perfect. Okay, moving on to windmills. So get those legs kind of wider. Arms are nice and wide. We're touching opposite hand to opposite shin, ankle, knee. Nice little rotation in the spine. Sit up nice and tall each time. Core is nice and strong, and switch. Working the brain as we touch opposite hand to the opposite leg. Now, if you've been with me for a lot of classes, you're gonna notice all of our warm-ups look the same, and there's purpose in that. Repetition is good. Also, we wanna make sure we're warming up from our head to our toes, and there's only so many warm-ups you can do with all these muscle groups. One more on each side. Reach and reach. Perfect. All right, last one is a hip opener. So I'm either gonna be seated and kind of open up the hip nice and big one direction and then switch legs. Good, or I'm physically lifting. That works too. If I'm standing, I'm just kind of doing a nice knee raise, single leg knee raise, as if you're stepping over like a cone or something, like a hurdle. Just open up the hips nice and big. Good. You should feel nice and warm. Last one here. Perfect. All right. We should feel good. We should feel warmed up. I'm going to put our workout up on the screen, and you're going to kind of see what we're about to do. So here we go. So today's warm-ups theme, a lot of no repeats. So we're going to be focusing on exercises for a little over 60 seconds. We'll have a nice chance to rest before we move on to the next exercise. But essentially, we're going to be doing lower body, then upper body, then something a little different, maybe neuromotor. We're going to do some hand-eye coordination, so make sure you have your tennis ball handy for this round. We'll do a little bit of cardio and core. So really, we're getting a little bit of everything in each one of these rounds. We're working for kind of an extended period of time, so working a little bit of like muscular endurance or cardiovascular endurance. But the nice thing about these longer intervals is you kind of can figure out what the movement is and still get in a pretty good workout, maybe even for the last 30 seconds or so. All right, so here we go. We're going to start off with squat taps. These are going to be kind of similar to our hip opener. So if we're standing, maybe we hang on to something, whether it be our countertop or a walker or something. We're going to tap to the side and bring it back to the center. I'm going to let you know when we're halfway through. If you want to focus on one side for 30 seconds, and then the next 30 seconds, you switch sides, that's totally fine, or you alternate. You kind of get to choose. Again, we'll be here for about a minute. If we're seated, we're either going to do here, squat taps to the side. You can also do clamshells if you have a TheraBand and that works better. And then halfway through, or alternate. Okay, so we'll be there for about 60 seconds, and then I'll give us some chance to rest, and then I'll show us our next move. So if you're ready, we're gonna get started in about 10 seconds. So get ready, get your mind right. Here we go. All right. We got 5 sets. Upper body, lower body, cardio, core. Let's do this. 10 seconds, we're gonna get started. Seated or standing, you decide. We're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So I'm going to start seated. I'm going to focus on one side for 30 seconds. Again, you can alternate if that feels better. We're doing the squat tap. We're working inner thigh, outer thigh, glutes. Keep it up. So, or I can be here. I'm kind of in a little bit of a squat, working this leg and this one. Both are working. Nice. Keep it up. Keep breathing. We're almost halfway there. Good. In about 5 seconds, we'll be about halfway there. So if you want to switch sides now or keep going. It's up to you. So now I'm doing the other side. I'm working a little bit of single leg balance. If I'm standing, again, hanging onto something if I need to. Seated option, we're here, or I'm physically lifting, or you're alternating. I'm gonna give you lots of options because I wanna set you up for success. The worst feeling is doing a workout and feeling kind of defeated because you can't do any of the moves. So I wanna show you lots of different options. Can you give me 5 more seconds? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Good. Go ahead and take a seat if you want to give those legs a break. Our next move is going to be a tricep kick out. So we've got a couple of options. We're working the back of our arms. So maybe we go out with the weights like so, or we kick them back, keeping my elbows tucked in nice and tight and lifting. So if we're seated, we're just hinged over or out to the side. You can switch it halfway. Get those weights. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right. So maybe I'm kicking my weights straight out. Keeping those elbows high. Seated or standing, up to you. Or you're kicking them straight back. That's a great option too. Really tucking those elbows in and extending weight straight back. We should feel this in the back of our arms. Working that tricep, good. Again, if you wanna do kickbacks for 30 seconds and kickouts for 30 seconds, you can do that. Keep breathing. Seated or standing, up to you. All right, got about 30 seconds left. If you wanna switch to that kick out, go for it. Again, if the weights get too heavy, drop them, all right? Seated or standing, feel the burn. I'm here with you. Good. Working the back of that arm. If one way is too tough, then go to the other way. Let's go. Can you give me 10 seconds? We can do anything for 10 seconds, friends. Let's go. Good. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! We'll give those arms a bit of a break. Grab your tennis ball. All right, so sometimes I'll do kind of hand-eye coordination, tennis ball, random drills. We're gonna essentially be doing that before our time. So grab that tennis ball, and we're just gonna start off with an inhale, squeeze, exhale, release, and switch. Inhale, squeeze, exhale, release, and switch. We're kind of working on our dexterity, fine motor skills. Exhale, squeeze, and release. Nice, all right, go to that pancake, toss from right to left. Again, seated or standing, up to you. You can add in a twist. Now, if you drop your tennis ball, it's just part of your workout to go get it. So we don't have to do big tosses. If you can not look at the ball, that's great, but if not, that's all right too. Good. Open up the arms nice and big. Let's exchange the ball in front and up overhead. Seated or standing, you decide. If we're seated, check in with your posture. Are you sitting up nice and tall? Are you sitting on the edge of your chair to engage your core? Good. 2 more here. Here's 1. And 2. Nice. Bring that ball behind your back, opening up the chest. So I'm exchanging behind and in front. Good. Open up the chest. Switch directions if you can. Perfect. All right. We're going to finish with a little bit of pancake or single hand toss. You can kind of decide, maybe do 5 or 6 on one hand, 5 or 6 on the other. We have 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Fun little hand-eye coordination drill to work our neuromotor. We're moving on to cardio. This is where we're gonna get our heart rate up. I call this Fireball cardio because I have some fun choreography to the song Fireball, but essentially we're gonna be extending the arms out to the side like so, or doing a rope climb. So I'll just kind of be alternating. Follow along with me. Ready? Let's go. So arms are out to the side. If I'm standing, I can also kind of pump my knees. So just kind of like bending my knees as if I'm marching. Good, let's go rope climb. If we're seated, we can always march the feet. Let's go back to those arms. Here we go. Squeeze in the back of that arm. You can always speed it up. This is where we're gonna get that heart rate up and pumping. Let's go to that rope climb. Anytime we reach arms up overhead, you are getting your heart rate up there. Good. You can also add in those hips, make it a dance move. Have fun with it. Let's go back to this one. Nice and quick, nice and quick. Come on. There you go. We're already halfway there. 30 seconds to go. Reach and pull, rope climbs. Come on. This cardio portion, you're gonna start feeling a little out of breath. Maybe starting to get a little sweaty. Come on. We got 10 seconds left. Pick which one you wanna do for the last 5. Come on, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, shake it out. All right, final thing for this round, we're gonna do core. We're working penguins, so that's gonna be our obliques. So you can do this with or without weights. If you're seated, I'm just leaning from side to side, keeping my core tight as I reach that hand down to the side. If I'm standing, legs are a little wider, I'm gonna drag that hand towards my knee and switch. You're gonna feel it really nice and good in these obliques. If you want it more difficult, add in weights. Let's go. Nice little bend to the side, nice, slow and controlled. When we slow any of these moves down, whether we're doing this core exercise or any of our upper or lower body, when we slow it down, you are recruiting all those muscles. Good, keep going. Again, if I'm seated, I'm here. Functional movement, when we drop our keys or drop something, we gotta be able to bend down laterally, pick it up, and then get back up. So strong core is everything. Good. Keep working, we're halfway there. I'm adding in my weights. Anytime we add weights, it just increases the intensity of the workout. If it's too much, then drop them. Good, again, standing option can be here. Breathe, nice and strong. Good. I want to remind you throughout this workout too, that you are strong. Your body is strong. You got this. Last 10 seconds. Breathe. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Drop those weights, grab some water. Nice work. Round 1 is done. Now you kind of have an idea of what we're doing. I think we have like 4 more rounds. Similar to this, different exercises. Next one's coming up on the screen. Ooh, okay. All right, next set of exercises. We still have 30 seconds or so before we get started. So this first move is kind of a compound move. So we're doing an upright row. So my elbows come high, my weights are here, I'm gonna lower, and then I'm gonna go into a lateral raise. So we're working traps and tops of the shoulders. So elbows come high, wrists stay low, and then I'm gonna lower, lateral raise. Cool? So you can do this with or without weights, seated or standing. Again, if we're seated, I want you to sit up nice and tall, core is engaged. If we're standing, slight bend in those knees, shoulder width apart with those feet. We're starting in about 5 seconds. So if you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So upright row, nice high pull, slowly lower, and then out to the side. Good. Again, we're going nice and slow. Good. Out to the side. So anytime we're able to stand, standing is an exercise too. You're still working that lower body, you're still working that core, but if that does not feel good to you, you can do it seated. Good. Pull those elbows high, wrists stay low. Envision your elbows being tied with the string being pulled up to the ceiling and lower. Woo, these weights are getting heavy. If they start to get too heavy, you can always drop them or go to a lower weight. We're about more than halfway there. Let's go. Strengthening those shoulders, those traps. Woo, nice. Perfect. You're almost there. The nice thing is this is a no repeat workout, meaning you're not gonna see these upright rows again, so that's good news. 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome. All right, next move, another compound move, a hinge to a row. So standing option, feet are shoulder width apart, slight bend in the knees. I'm gonna hinge forward, pull my elbows up into a row, lower, squeeze in the booty and stand. Seated option, put a pause on my timer real quick. Seated option, I'm hinging towards my chest is coming towards my thighs. Pull those weights up, squeezing in the shoulder blades, lower, and then sit up nice and tall each time. So you got both options, seated option, standing option. The standing one will challenge your balance a little bit, so if that feels scary, take a seat. We should feel this in our hamstrings and in our back muscles, all right? We're gonna get started in 10 seconds. You ready? If I'm in this seated position, I like to kind of have my heels in the ground and my legs a little bit further out. So you can decide if you want to do that. Here we go. So hinge, pull those weights up to those hip pockets, squeeze in the shoulder blades, lower, and sit up nice and tall. Good. Keep it up. Hinge, row, lower. Push through those heels as you sit up nice and tall. Keep going, standing option. Back stays flat, pushing those hips back and then squeezing the glutes before I stand. Hinge, row. I'm keeping those weights really close to my side, really tucking in those elbows, squeezing the shoulder blades. Good. Halfway there. Keep it up. Good. Last 20 seconds. Nice, slow, and controlled. We're not going for speed, we're going for quality over quantity. Come on, 10 seconds left. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good, hang on to those weights. We're moving on to one of my favorites, 21 biceps. This one really challenges the brain and it's kind of fun. So I'm keeping my elbows glued to my side. We're gonna do 7 bottom half curls. So I'm gonna go all the way to my lower to halfway. We'll go for 7 reps. Then we'll go from here to our shoulders for 7 reps, top half, and then we're going for full. All right, here we go. Follow along with me. Bottom half curls for 7, lower. 6, we'll take a pause at each one. 4, good. Exhale as we curl it up. 2, last one here. 1, hold. Now we're going top half curls, so we're going halfway to the top of the shoulders. 7, 6, 5, you got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down, all the way up for 7. Let's go. 7. Nice, slow, and controlled. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna go up with the right and lower, up with the left, lower, and now both. So a little single, double action. So single curl, single curl. We're challenging the brain because we keep changing it up. It doesn't really know what we're doing. Last one here, curl it up and lower. Nice, drop those weights. Moving on to cardio, cherry pickers, love these. Such a fun one, standing option. Hands to the sky, hands to the hips, and I just want you to do tiny little squat, keeping that head up, okay? Here, tiny squat, push those hips back. We don't have to go all the way down. If we're seated, hands to the sky, hands to the hips, I want you to reach it forward. Choose which version you're gonna do. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hands to the sky, hands to the hips, and maybe you are doing that mini squat, or you're doing the seated one. I love this one, it makes me feel like I'm on one of those rowing machines that you might see in a gym. It feels good. Again, anytime we reach hands up overhead, you're getting that heart rate up there, and that's the purpose of these cardiovascular exercises, working the heart, working lung function. Let's go. So, standing option, tiny little squat. I'm not going down too far. Good. Working those legs, working those arms, working that heart. Let's go. Halfway there. Love it. I know you're working hard. Come on. Keep breathing. Woo. If you want to challenge yourself, you want to speed it up, go for it. Usually with these cardio moves, once you figure it out and you want to speed it up, go for it. But remember, we still have a lot of workout ahead of us, so pace yourself. We don't want to give all of our gas away right now. 3, 2, and 1, rest. Whew, okay. Big breath in, big breath out. You got options. You can grab your tennis ball, you can grab a weight, or just hold hands together. We're doing what's called a wood chop press. Up to the sky, nice little twist. Up to the sky with a twist. You can also do this standing. Twist. Reach and twist. Tennis ball, weight, or no weight at all. You decide what feels good to you. You ready? Let's go. So press it up to the sky and a tiny little twist. reach, and twist. You're gonna feel this in those shoulders and those obliques. Reach and twist. Seated or standing. You're doing great. Feels good. When I do this twist, I can kind of do it like I'm passing food, like so, or bring it all the way to your hip, whatever feels good. Exhale as you press that weight up to the sky. Protects that lower body as we breathe. Nice. If that weight gets too heavy, you can always drop it and just use those hands or that tennis ball. Nice. Keep it up. 20 seconds left. We can do anything for 20 seconds, my friends. Let's go. Good. Use that breath. It's your power breath. This 8 pounds is starting to get super heavy. We have 3, 2, 1. Woo! Rest. Nice job. Grab some water. 2 down. We got 3 to go. Nice big breath in, big breath out. Next exercise coming up on the screen. So this next one, if you have a TheraBand, go on ahead and grab it. If you don't have a TheraBand, again, you can always use your weights. You can use your weights. You can use body weight, up to you. We're starting with a front raise to a chest press, using that TheraBand as resistance. So I've got this one with handles, so I'm just gonna kind of fold it in half. Arms are about shoulder width apart. I'm gonna raise that weight up, pull it towards my chest, and push away, okay? Tops of the shoulders and our chest is what's working. Seated or standing option. If the TheraBand resistance is too much, just loosen your hands, make them wider. It makes it easier. Here we go. Front raise to that chest press. Good, so arms come up to my eyes, pull it towards my chest, push away and down. Core is nice and engaged, keeping that resistance. Good, reach. This move really is working a little bit of everything. Tops of the shoulders, our back as we pull it towards our chest, as we push away, we're working our chest. Good. Seated option, check in with your posture. Are we sitting up nice and tall? Is core engaged? Halfway there. Let's go. Ooh. The next exercise is a toughie. Now, like anytime, give yourself permission to drop the weights altogether if it gets too difficult, and still keep moving. That's fine. I'll probably end up doing that for our next one, just because that one is it's a tough one. I'll show you what we're doing in 10 seconds. 10 more seconds. Let's go. Perfect. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Nice. Okay. So the next one is like a cardio move. I call them a TheraBand pull-apart. So essentially, I'm holding onto my band, reaching arms out in front, nice and extended, and then I'm gonna open and close. So pull it apart in here. So essentially, it looks like a jack, like a seal jack. And so if this gets too hard for your resistance, I just want you to push those palms back to the back of the wall. That's our cardio, okay? Let's go. Here we go. Nice little pull-aparts. These TheraBands are a little tricky. Here we go. Like so. Arms are extended. See how straight my arms out? And I'm just pulling, pulling, pulling. If you need to do like 10 reps, shake out those arms for a couple of seconds and do 10 more, go for it. Again, this is our cardio portion. Seated or standing. If the TheraBand is too much, you're pushing those palms back to the back of the wall, just like so. Push, push, squeeze, squeeze. Nice. Keep it up. I'm here with you. I feel the burn. Whew. These ones with the handles can be a bit of a weapon, so. Good. Woo! These ones are no joke on those shoulders. Let's go. Keep moving. I'm here with you. I know. For the last 20 seconds, keep working. I'm moving on to these press backs. Shake out those shoulders. 10 seconds. Come on. I'm here with you. I feel the burn. I feel the burn. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my word. Stretch those arms. Open up that chest. So good. We're going to give our shoulders a break. We're going to switch clamshells and lat pulls. So clamshells look like this. So I'm going to bring my TheraBand underneath my legs. So this is a seated exercise. And I'm gonna hold resistance, and then I'm gonna have those ankles together, and I'm gonna open up my knees, hold for a few seconds, and lower, okay? So if you wanna do this standing, if you have a long enough TheraBand, you can also do what's called a monster walk. It is a little bit more challenging, but where you step on top of that TheraBand, nice wide stance, and I'm just kind of walking to the right, walking to the left. If that doesn't work for you, go on ahead and do that seated clamshell option. Your other option, you can just do like a side leg raise. I'll let you know when halfway is. So the idea is we're working our glutes, our inner thighs. So I like these clamshells because, you know, it's good to work the booty in a seated position using this as a resistance, okay? Choose your way and let's go. Ankles are together. Open up the knees, hold for a couple of seconds, and slowly lower. If I need to increase my resistance, just tighten up around that TheraBand. Good. If I don't have a TheraBand, I can always use my hands as resistance, pushing those knees in as my knees are coming out. Good. Keep it up, or you're doing that monster walk. Keep going. This one's just a little bit trickier to kind of get in this position. Idea is to keep ourselves safe. So if this is not a safe option, because I'm not hanging on to anything for balance, then this might not be the best option. Keep going. We can also do that side leg raise. You're halfway there. So if you're doing that side leg raise, you can always switch sides. Keep it up. Last 20 seconds. Feeling strong, working those glutes. Yes. Added challenge for those of you doing this clamshell. Can you hold those knees open and do a tiny little pulse for the last 10 seconds? Feel the burn, come on. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, rest. Nice, okay. Moving back to those shoulders, we're doing those lat pull downs. So I'm gonna hang on to my TheraBand. My arms are gonna come up overhead, and I'm gonna pull this TheraBand now towards my chest, pulling those elbows down and back, like so, okay? So I'm working my back muscles. If you wanna add in a knee raise every time you pull, that's a great option. Standing option, we're here. All right, let's go. So I'm pulling those elbows down and back and reaching. Good, inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. This standing option, this is gonna be your more difficult option. Pulling that knee up as you pull the band down. Again, this one's gonna challenge your balance, so if that doesn't work for you, you're just here. Good. If you wanna protect your lower back, you can also be in a staggered stance. One foot's in front, one foot's behind. Core is still engaged. Pull those elbows down and back and reach. Halfway there, 30 seconds to go. Again, if you need to take a seat and finish seated, totally fine. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Nice. Stay strong. 15 seconds left. We got this. I'm here with you. I feel the burn in those shoulders. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, rest. Nice. All right, we're finishing with our core exercise. We're going for rowing abs. So essentially, your TheraBand is like your oar. Nice little shoulder width apart, holding onto that band. And I'm gonna row to one side and row to the other. Working those obliques, nice little, pretend like you're rowing down a river. All right, we're starting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So row and row. I'm dipping that TheraBand into the water one side and then the other side. Good. Trying to think, I guess you can do this one standing too. The seated one feels a little bit more natural, unless you're like paddle boarding, I guess. Standing. Nice big movements. We're working that range of motion as we reach that arm up and up. Halfway there, let's go. Nice. Feeling good. Feeling strong. Y'all are looking good. I know you're working hard. Good job. We can do anything for 20 seconds. Come on. You got it, you got it. Last 10. Work those obliques. We're working those arms too, I feel it. 4, 3, 2, and 1, rest. Woo, grab some water. Moving on to our next round. If you need to stretch out those shoulders, grab those hands behind your back and nice little reach. Feels good in those shoulders if you need that. So we're working our shoulders some more. We're doing what are called Arnold presses. This works our chest and our shoulders. These ones get really tiring, so if you need to go without weight or lower it, go for it. Essentially, my wrists face my face like so. I'm gonna open up my chest, press it up, and then bring those elbows together, squeezing my chest and those shoulders. If the Arnold press starts to get too much, you can also go for a shoulder press or a single weight shoulder press. That works for you. And then the next one, we're gonna work that lower body. So find those weights, seated or standing, whichever version feels good to you, doing those Arnold presses. Here we go. Weights are like my wrists are facing my face. I'm gonna open up my arms, press it up to the sky, and bring it back, squeezing the chest. Reach and pull it together. Again, if my arms are starting to get really tired, I can always just lower the weights and still do this movement. Good. Body weight works too for resistance. If we're traveling, don't always need weights. Standing options here. Good. We're almost halfway there. If at the halfway point you need to drop it to one weight and just do shoulder presses, that is fine by me. Halfway there, so single weight shoulder presses like so. Nice. Or you're sticking with those Arnold presses. This is where we're working that muscular endurance, friends. Muscles are getting tired, but brain is connecting with those muscles. When we do a lot of reps of something, it helps with neuroplasticity, the rewiring of those nerves to maybe those affected areas. Good. 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Beautiful. All right, we're working that lower body next. Here are your options. We got sit to stands, where we're literally sitting down and standing up. That's a great option. Standing is an option too, and just shifting weight if that feels good to you. Seated option, alternating leg extensions, lifting the toe, squeezing in the quad. All right, we're here for about 60 seconds. Let's go. Stand it up, squeeze, and lower. Sit to stands, good option. If these feel too easy, you can hold a weight, 2 weights. That's a great way to increase the intensity. Seated option is here. Lift the toes, squeezing in the quad. Core is engaged as I'm sitting up nice and tall. Other option, maybe I just stand and shift weight. Works for me. Standing is an exercise too. Use that breath. Exhale as I stand, squeezing the glutes, squeezing those quads, slowly lower back to my seat. You're halfway there, 30 seconds to go. Functional movement here. We sit down and stand up all the time, all throughout the day. So it's important to work these muscles, keep them moving, so we can maintain our independence. Good. But on those days we're feeling tired, our legs are feeling weak, or standing isn't an option, this is a good one too. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice, okay. We're moving on to a little bit of a hacky sack tap or jack or windmill. So I'm either lifting my foot, touching the inside of my heel with my opposite hand. This is a good seated option if lifting the foot works for you. If not, we're doing those windmills, sitting up nice and tall. Standing option is gonna be 2 different things. If balance isn't an issue for you, you're essentially doing this. So a little tricky, lifting the foot. If that doesn't work, you can do what I call ice skaters. Touch that knee with that opposite hand, stand up nice and tall, and pushing my hips back like so, okay? So this is a good option. Still touching opposite hand to opposite knee as I shift my weight from side to side. You'll feel a nice stretch in the inner thigh. Arms are nice and big. So decide which version works for you. Maybe you do one version halfway and then take a seat. All right, so 5 seconds, we're gonna get started with that hacky sack tap or windmills or ice skaters. So many options, let's go. So this one feels really good. It's like a internal rotation of the hip. If this works, I'm also working my core a little bit. If that doesn't work, seated option is here. Nice little spinal twist. Arms stay big, sitting up nice and tall each time. Good, keep it up. For those of you doing this ice skater, I want you to push through those glutes as you stand each time. Big arms. Maybe we reach that arm back like you're an ice skater. Good, and then for those of you who are doing this standing, more intense option, this is a good one too. I often will do this one as like a nice warm-up if I'm going for like a run or something. Good, come on. We got 25 seconds left. Working that cardio, working that inner thigh, glutes, 15 seconds. I'm here with ya. Let's finish strong. This round we got a couple of cardio, which is fun. You know, often when we do strength or when we do cardio, we're also working strength or cardio. A little bit of both. Rest. Whew, okay, I know it says weighted punches. If you want to be hardcore and do weighted punches, go for it. I'm going to go regular. I always try to do some sort of kickboxing thing because life is hard, MS is hard. Sometimes it's just good to take it out in a healthy way. All right, so we got punches next. Grab those weights if you want to be hardcore. Up to you. You get to choose. Are we ready? Hands are up. Let's go. Straight out in front. If you hear that beat, stick with it. Nice. Punches are a great way to get in cardio, even from a seated position. Add in a little bit of a jab, so nice little twist across the body. Good. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1. Let's take it up to the corners. If it's too fast, you can always slow it down. Let's go. Nice big reaches, reaching up to those corners. Good. Let's go down now. Opposite corner. Punch it down. Breathe. Nice. Last 20 seconds, we're going to go for a single, single, double punch. Single, single, double. If you want to go up to the corners, you totally can. With that single, single, double. Last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Whew. All right, we're finishing with weighted sit-ups. So grab that weight, take a seat. These sit-ups are just a great way to, you know, work that core using a little bit of resistance. Sit on the edge of your chair, hold that weight to your chest. We're leaning back, touching shoulder blades to the back of our chair, and then exhaling elbows to knees. Let's go. Inhale back, exhale forward, elbows to knees. Inhale back, exhale forward. Using that breath to engage those core muscles gives you that oomph to crunch it forward. Nice job. Keep going. Inhale back, exhale forward. All right, I'm gonna add in a challenge. Lean it back halfway, don't touch your back to the back of your chair. Hold, 3, 2, 1, crunch it forward. Good, lean back halfway, hold, 3, 2, 1, crunch it forward. Lean it back, hold, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna do one more of those. Lean it back, hold, 3, 2, 1. And finish with the last 15 seconds, just single. Inhale back, exhale forward. Good job. Here's the tricky part. When your trainer is in charge of the timer, you just really never know if it's, you know, gonna be the right time or not. Rest. I've heard a funny joke that they say that trainers are the reason why we have trust issues because, you know, we say one thing and then we change it up. So awesome job. Okay, we got one final round to go. So let's go. Grab your water, take a swig of water. Final exercises are up on the screen. You're doing so good. Okay. So we got a curl press forward. So this is going to be a single weight. We're going to curl, press, and then reach it forward. Working all the muscles in our upper body. And then the lower body one, I might change it up a little bit because it wants you to do kind of a hip opener with a leg extension, but kind of gets a little funky. So we might just kind of do like good old knee raises standing. maybe a little bit of balance if you want. So we'll kind of change up that one just a tad. So, but we are starting with a curl, a press, and a forward. Choose one weight, whichever weight you feel that'll work. Seated option, we're just sitting up nice and tall. My legs are a little wider so I can bring that weight in between those legs. Curl, press, and then reach it forward, okay? Here we go, 5 seconds, we'll get started. Seated or standing, you decide. Let's go. Curl, press, reach it forward. We're working all these muscles. Biceps as we curl, shoulders as we press. As we press it forward, we're working triceps and chest and back. Good. Working all those multiple muscles in one exercise. Plus this is cognition. Curl, press, reach it forward. Good. If the weight gets too heavy, you can always just hold hands, clasp hands together, hold that tennis ball. Good. Keep it up. Love it. Halfway there. Let's go. Nice. Last 20 seconds. Woo! Feel the burn. We're getting towards the end of our workout. Our muscles are getting fatigued. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Rest. Nice. Okay. I'm going to change what's up on our screen. So ignore what's on the screen. We're doing a little bit of balance or knee raises. So your two options, if we're seated, I can do a single leg knee raise. I'm kind of leaning slightly back, lifting my knee up to the sky. Maybe I'm holding and seeing how long I can hold. So you can either hold or drive that knee up. I'll let you know when halfway is and you can switch. If holding or doing that, you can also just do alternating knee raises, okay? That's your seated option. Standing option, if you want to try to work a little bit of balance, hanging onto your chair, walker, countertop, whatever's stable in front of you, you can do a knee hold or drive that knee up. I'll let you know when halfway is and you switch. You can also just alternate with those knee raises. So those are our two options for this lower body exercise, working a little bit of balance if that works for you. If not, do that seated option, okay? We're gonna get started in 10 seconds. Again, when we're doing single leg balance, I want you to squeeze in the glute that's standing. I don't want our hips to dip. Keep that glute nice and standing up, nice and tall, all right? I'm gonna get to my wall. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. So I might just hold that knee up, working a little bit of ankle balance. Maybe I do a couple knee raises and I hold. Good, this is a great option if this works for you. Maybe we're just alternating that knee march, that's fine too. Keep going, that seated option. Maybe I'm here holding or I'm doing a nice little knee drive. We're switching sides in about 10 seconds, so hang on to it. If I need to physically hold my knee up, that's fine too. Switch sides or keep alternating. Like I said, both are great options. So maybe I'm here, maybe I'm holding. So good. You're working that core too as you lift that knee. We're working those lower abdominal muscles. Maybe I'm holding like so. Keep it up. Driving that knee up. Or I'm holding. You got 10 seconds left. Stay strong. Squeeze in this glute of that stabilizing leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice. All right, we're moving on to a chest V up. So arms are out nice and wide, and maybe I'm holding my weights, maybe I'm not holding any, and I'm gonna come up and squeeze those thumbs, those palms together, and lower. Up and squeeze and lower, okay? We're doing a little bit of a chest V up, so kind of opposite of a chest press, you know. We're here, feels good. Seated or standing, here we go. Exhale, bring those weights up, and inhale down. Up and squeeze, and lower. Up and squeeze. Good. I like this one because as I open up the chest, it kind of nice little stretch. Gives me a little bit of a break. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale down. Keep going. If those weights get too heavy, you can always drop it. Up and squeeze. I'm still using my body weight. I'm still thinking about the muscles that I'm working. opening up the chest, and then as I squeeze, I'm working those pectoral muscles. Inhale, open, exhale, squeeze. Halfway there. We won't have to see this one ever again. Ooh, we got a repeat up on the screen. We'll change that. This is why it's so nice when the workouts are written up on the screen where you can kind of see what's ahead. Helps us mentally prepare. Or, for me, change up whatever workout we're doing. Since we already did penguins, we'll do those later. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of neuromotor. Reaction drill. This one's super fun. How it works is you're gonna kind of be in this jogging motion as our like base camp. And I may say forward, and you're gonna reach those arms forward and go back to that jog. Wide, back to the jog up, down, or right punch or left punch. Then I'm gonna add in some combos, so just get ready. Work that brain, work that body. Let's march it up. I'll start off easy. Forward. Do as quick as you can and go back to this jog. Wide. Down. Right, left. Get up. All right, now we know what we're doing. Here we go. Wide, forward, up. Down, up, forward, wide. Right, left, up, down. Forward, wide, up, down. Good. Wide, right, left, up. Good. Right, left, wide, up, down. And if you mess up, just keep moving. Up, down, forward, wide. Good. Forward, wide, up, down, forward. Good. 3, 2, 1, and rest. So good, right? Challenges the brain. Love it. Okay, I know it says penguins up on our screen. Ignore that one too. We're doing starfish. We'll finish out with a similar, like an animal, just different one. Starfish, love these. So what this one looks like, take a seat. Feet are kind of together. I'm hinging forward, so as I hinge forward, I'm crunching those ab muscles, touch maybe the side of my leg. I'm gonna lean back slightly, about halfway, reach those arms up nice and wide into that Y, exhale, crunch. You can always add in the legs if you wanna make it more fun, more challenging. We'll get started in 10 seconds, okay? Here we go, this is our final exercise, and we'll stretch it out and call it a day. Starfish, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. So hinge forward, reach up, exhale. So I'm just leaning about halfway, open up those arms, crunch it forward. Again, if you want to incorporate lower body, go for it. Nice. We're working those postural muscles, reach those arms wide, keeping our eyes forward though, so I'm not looking up to the screen or like doing anything crazy like this, because that's gonna hurt your neck. So I want you to think half, sit up, reach those arms, like this. Half, crunch. We're halfway there. Lean and crunch. You're gonna feel it all in all those muscles, in our core, in those shoulders. You got it. Can you give me 10 more seconds? I know you can. We can do anything for 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Boom. You did it. You finished your workout. Woo, full body completed. Nice job. Let's stretch it out and call it a day, shall we? Wherever you're at, take a big breath in and a big breath out. Maybe we'll do a little bit of square breathing in for 4 counts at your own pace, out for 4 counts. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Kind of checking back in with our body, check back in with your mood, how are we feeling? Maybe we just took an hour, away from the chaos. Feeling more energized, maybe fatigue's not so bad, although we are probably tired because this was a hard workout. Maybe our muscles feel a little looser. Good. Take a big breath in, reach arms up overhead. reach those arms up to the sky. Exhale, reach those arms back behind, open up the chest. Feels so good here. Take a big breath in, fill up those lungs. Exhale, round in the back, reach arms forward like you're hugging a tree. Nice stretch here. Big breath in. Exhale, shake out the arms. We're going to go into a warrior one. Inhale, arms up overhead, palms face each other. Exhale, press walls wide, pull those fingertips up to the sky. Nice little stretch here. And exhale, bring one arm across your body. Hug that arm to your chest, rotate in the wrist. Good. As we stretch, I just want you to acknowledge how strong your body has been for you today, how it's moved for you today. I always say any movement is good movement. So reach those arms wide again, push those walls away, pull fingertips up. And exhale. And kind of do, as you do a body scan, just thank your body. Like, thank you, mind, for letting me follow along this workout. Thank you, body or arms, for being strong, hands for being strong, how strong our legs, ankles have been. Big breath in and out. Exhale, shake out the arms. Move into a spinal twist, so breathe in. Exhale, twist to one side. Think how strong your core was. And just thank your body for how it's moved for you today. Attitude of gratitude. Big breath in. Exhale, twist the other side. Sometimes it's helpful to shift our mindset. Often we can be bogged down by the things that are just like not going our way. But today we're going to shift our mind and celebrate whatever little victory. So for us, big breath in, exhale, come back to center. We did a full workout, an hour-long workout. That's something to celebrate, yes. Grab underneath one knee, pull that knee up towards your chest. Maybe you used heavier weights today. Maybe you were able to hang on to a lot of the workouts longer than you have in the past. That's great. Maybe you just showed up today. That's a win. So we're going to focus on all those things. Big breath in and exhale. Lengthen that leg long, heels in the ground, toes pointed up. Nice little hamstring stretch here. So yeah, focus on those little wins. Don't let the negativity be the thing that you focus on today. Good. As we breathe in, pull that knee up, place the ankle on top of your thigh and hinge forward. So good. Nice little glute stretch here. Play around with the angles, pressures that you put on things, because it'll feel different, like if you twist or push down. If it hurts, don't do it. Use this opportunity to kind of listen to your body and see what it needs. Good. Let's bring that knee up. Place the foot on the floor. Other side. Hug that other knee up to our chest. Rotate in the ankle. Point and flex the toe. Well, it feels good. You know, exercise produces endorphins, and endorphins make you happy. So I'm hoping this has made you happy. Gotten you moving and grooving. Ready to conquer the rest of your day. Lengthen that leg long and reach towards that toe. Nice stretch in the hamstring. I always feel really accomplished after I do a workout. Usually I'm like, oh, do I really want to do this? And I don't think I've ever really regretted a workout. You know, unless I like get an injury or something. But I always feel better after workouts, so it's good. Pull that knee up, place the ankle on top of your thigh, hinge it forward. Let's take one more deep breath in. And exhale. Place that foot onto the floor. Friends, let's take one more big breath in. You've got breath in your lungs, which means you have purpose today. And know that you are stronger than MS or whatever you are walking through. Thanks so much for joining me for another Keep Moving with Emily.